Glad to have you with us from the state capital of Alabama, Montgomery, as we're excited to be here to see a couple of teams getting ready for a showdown to see who can come home as champions of the Camellia Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Eastern Michigan Eagles, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleer. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Eastern Michigan Eagles offense will take the first swing of the game. And here comes this quarterback. When he takes the field, he brings a certain swagger and charisma out there that not only the entire team, the entire stadium seems to feed off of.
You can feel it. It's different. It's special. Guys like this don't come around very often, but he makes the whole team better, but the belief is strong because he continues to make plays and be there for his team every time they need it.
Makes the grab on the right. Running inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Chanticleer's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. Smashes through. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Handoff from the gun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Pulls it, fired complete. Still on his feet. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys maybe that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Chanticleer.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Open space at the 25. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. Tackle is made after the first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st and 10 coming up. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. He's right on target. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's McLeod. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid looking for the end zone? And he's got it! Touchdown, Eastern Michigan!
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Eastern Michigan, 14, Coastal Carolina.
Here he comes from inside his own football. Oh, and the ball's out on the return. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. He'll do it himself. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Complete in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Eagles headed quickly to the line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And the Eagles have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. A little screen to the running back.
I would love for it to be 4th and short. That would be great. That's an ideal world, but it's not. It's 4th and long. And it's not an ideal world because it's a video game. So we're going through it.
It is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Eastern Michigan, 17, Coastal Carolina, 7.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Weeks. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. That one never had a chance, incomplete. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the shot that clears in the hurry-up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Going deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
17, Coastal Carolina.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. Picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The shot that clears have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to find his man on first down. They're bringing heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He caught it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal!
And 3rd and goal, I'm giving it to my playmaker. You let your quarterback make this decision whether he wants to run it in or right here. He sees the opportunity. His guy's wide open. Hits him in stride for the easy touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A first down for the offense. They'll give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Handoff to the single running back.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Bowls his way forward. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. He wants to throw it. Finds his man. It's McLeod. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Fights off a defender. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room. Offense now working in the red zone. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the catch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
It's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4-wide-out set. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers aren't impressive as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. The snap sets up to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
On second down, looking to throw. Floats it out in space. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. And the Chanticleers want to move quickly.
And that's another Chanticleer.
The give to the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. On the run, still looking. Touchdown, Chanticleer! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Eastern Michigan, 20.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking up the football, going up and making the INT.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. A little release to the back. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get the corner on the jet sweep. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Eastern Michigan.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offensive line.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. He's looking to throw it. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. He'll just keep slinging it. He finds his man. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Chanticleers want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you had functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team. There was some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 feet. Hard to forget that.
And that's another Chanticleer.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Weeks. He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Weeks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And that's another Chanticleer.
From the red zone, looking for a man. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Trying to get to him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play. And they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
Carolina, 35. Eastern Michigan, 20.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Using the quick game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The shot that clears will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Offense, quick tempo.
And that's another shot to clear.
He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Eastern Michigan, 20.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Handoff to the lone back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play move to change for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Eagles are on the move. He's got it on the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. It's 1st down from the 11.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And it's perfect. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score.
Eastern Michigan, 27.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Across the 25, he's got room. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And that's another shot to clear.
Motion from the offense. The give to the tailback. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And
makes the grab inside the 30. Touchdown, Eagles! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Eastern Michigan, 34.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Snap from the gun on third down. Got the quick pass. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Caught over the middle. It's Weeks. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just... And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, shot to clear. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off with the score from the 4.
Eastern Michigan.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. This offense has a second down play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, Reese. A first half spent in lovely Montgomery, Alabama. And in many ways, this Camellia Bowl has lived up to expectations. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Camellia Bowl.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep.
And that's just a great job by the defense shutting down that jet sweep. You see the team speed they have on defense. They are willing and ready and able to go sideline to sideline with anybody in the country.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's another shot to clear.
From the gun, give on the inside. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the shot to clear is moving quickly to the line. Going up top on first down. On target. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. Runs for the tackle. He stopped almost immediately. Didn't get much, but he didn't need much. They've got the first down.
And that's another shot to clear.
Catch in the middle. It's Weeks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got his man. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. The shot that clears have it with a 1st and 10. The give on the inside. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! And the beatdown has ensued.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Finds his big tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. Takes the easy completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Paul. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The give to the back. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And first down for the offense.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagle! And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Looking for the 2-point try. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Skips away from pressure. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Eastern Michigan, 42.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. They'll try to run for it. Runs through a tackle. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And that's another shot to clear.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? And the shot that clears are on the move. Off play action on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28. The shot that clears want to pick up the tempo.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football a yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Carolina, 63, Eastern Michigan.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. Jesse, probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Get it out on the screen. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10.
That's a first down for the offense.
They'll run it from the gun.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we can put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Makes the grab. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Quarterback on the keeper. Got enough space. Touchdown, Eagles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
63, Eastern Michigan, 49.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Leaves it with the back. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's got it again. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weeks.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
We've seen this tight end lined up in the 3-point stance. We've seen him in the slot. We've seen him outside at wide receiver. And he's made catches all over the field, guys. That's now over 150 receiving yards for this guy.
Finds a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Chanticleers will hustle to the line.
And that's another Chanticleer.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Chanticleer.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
70, Eastern Michigan, 49.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Afterburners coming. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
Quarterbacks have abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets it out fast. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now on second and short after the first down completion. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes it on the run. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The shot that clears will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. The give to the left. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Ready to fire from the pistol. It's a draw. Oh, gave the defender the business. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
And that's a first down.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Complete downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away.
77, Eastern Michigan.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. He'll do it himself. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Eastern Michigan has moved into the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Here's the handoff. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Chanticleers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The inside handoff. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Unloads it downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Quick strike complete. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The Chanticleers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the returner will be brought down. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They'll run it from the gun. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
First down for the offense.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Eastern Michigan has moved into the red zone. They go to the ground. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Carolina, 77. Eastern Michigan, 7.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the shot to clears line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down here for the offense. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Shakes off the tackle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Gets open down the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4 down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
There's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10.
Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. Looking for a crease to the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. A first down run on the doorstep. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Eagles! And they take it in for 6 more points. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. On the move at the 30. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The Chanticleers are in the hurry-up.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in.
Touchdown, Coastal! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Eastern Michigan, 77.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Comes out throwing on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Off he goes. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do it.
And he hauls it in at the 30. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line.
Well, both of these offenses started hot, and they've been able to stay hot in this one. They are doing whatever they want to do right now, throwing or running the football. Defenses, they just don't have any answers so far in this game.
Finds his tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes his shot. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Coming after it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Eagles. These 2 teams just trading body shots and haymakers.
And we talked about it all week. These 2 teams, just great teams going at it. Who's going to make the plays late? Who's not going to make the plays? But we knew this was going to be a huge battle because these teams are so good and so evenly matched.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll start this drive with a pass. Gets it to the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Soft spot in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Back open in the middle. And they're able to get him on the ground. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback extends the play. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the shot to clears have it with a 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give from the gun. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, the running back has it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration of the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.